Tomorrow Pictures.
The story is in the telling.
We're the real hot chicks doing tough things.
Ready? What you got?
Jackie's a beautiful human being. I think she's in a little bit of an identity crisis as to who she's going to be to herself.
Come on. Overall, it would definitely be just believing in myself. Terry's been telling me for a while that, you know, I have the skill that I need. It's a matter of believing that I have the skill, and so that's where we really work on the mental game. You know, she's been through the ups of fighting, the downs of fighting, how to overcome fighting. So she knows what she's talking about from a trainer perspective, but also having been there as a fighter. I've always been pretty determined as an individual. That's kind of been a lifelong mantra of mine, just to be determined.
But the beautiful thing about her is that she just never quits. I mean, she lives her life serving people. She worked in a children's home before she did what she does now, which she works at a spinal and brain injury trauma center. I mean, she coaches people back to being strong again. So it's kind of an oxymoron that the biggest problem she has is her own ability to be strong in the ring. But that's what makes her so unique. It's like she puts all of her energy to make the world a better place. She's a good fighter. She's a really good fighter. She'll be a world champion. If Jackie could perform up to the ability that I know that she has without putting the brakes on because of her own doubt, she would be in the top 10 of all the women fighters in the world in her weight class. I mean, she would be fighting top contenders. She could totally get in there and go rounds with them and win. She had some bad experiences coming up.
Having the support from the gym and having those interactions, that fuels me. That's good pressure. That's pressure I need more than any pressure I ever put on myself. It's my own self-imposed pressure that in the past is, you know, it's made me or broken me, and in the past I've had it break me. I've also had it make me. So just kind of keeping the correct perspective on that and you know, being the champion of my own mind is really the crux of my issue. I think everyone is their most powerful when they're totally themselves. Not trying to be powerful like someone else, not trying to be powerful like them, not trying to be successful like them. But when people are completely themselves and know themselves, and that's when they can propel themselves forward. That's when I think when we're the most powerful. I was in an exhibition against someone, an exhibition fight who had way more experience, and I ended up getting my nose broken. And I remember I went back to the trainer, and it was not Terry. Went back to the trainer asking him, how do I improve? And his response was, you're fine, you know how to take a hit. And that didn't sit right with me, so I ended up taking 1.5 years, 2 years off. And then I had found Terry and been training with her for about 7.5 years. I wouldn't want any other trainer at this point. She's awesome. She genuinely cares about the whole picture. She's not in it for the money, for the fame, for the, you know, for the fortune in women's boxing. I mean, she's in it. She has a true care and concern and compassion and desire for who she works with to really be the best they can be. And you know that. When someone cares about you, you know that.
This is Tomorrowpictures.TV.